Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, CBC wants you to do one thing this week: spread the word how you can put an end to human trafficking in our communities.
Plus, the man accused of shooting at Pasco police, trying to run from an apparent armed robbery, is in court when he is having his case heard as he pleads not guilty.
Also ahead, if you are looking for a new place to call home, how you can live in a staple of the Kennewick historic downtown community. Those details on the why. And Stacy's here.
Another clear, cold day. How long is it going to last? I'll give you all the details coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good to see you on this Tuesday. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. The Phi Theta Kappa Student Honor Society at CBC is hosting its campaign to raise awareness about the serious issue of human trafficking.
Yes, Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald says human trafficking is prevalent in the Tri-Cities, and the best thing to do to prevent it, spread the word. And we do our apologies, I should say. We'll get to that story when we can, just having a few technical difficulties. But we're going to get to our other top stories on this Tuesday night. We're going to head to Sunnyside. Confirmation of ice activity in the lower Yakima Valley has put some residents on edge, but the community is stepping up to help. The city of Sunnyside saying it's not involved with civil immigration enforcement, but is working on a plan to support affected community members. Plus, organizations like Nuestra Casa, Northwest Immigrant Rights Project, Yakima Immigrant Response Network, and the Washington Immigrant Solidarity Network working to help. Ella partnering with ACLU Washington to hold 2 workshops on February 8th, the first for service providers.
Who want to better understand what their rights are as organizations, as leaders within the community, and how to advise not only their staff but also the community that comes to their premises and how to know their rights.
The second in Spanish and over Zoom to explain directly to community members what rights they have when it comes to ICE. All right, a bit on the chilly side, but the sun made for most of a pretty pleasant day, right?
Yeah, it was. But this morning, oh my goodness, the frost,
yes,
right?
It was freezing.
It was so cold. Let's check in with Stacy. What a cold morning, Stacy.
It was a very cold morning. Check out these temperatures, colder than we were even yesterday. And we have another night of teen temperatures ahead of us. But look at Tri-Cities dropping down to 14, 13 for Ellensburg and Yakima, 13 this morning in Hermiston, 20 in Walla Walla. So another chilly day. The good news is going forward, we're going to see some temperatures start to rise in the next few days. 34 degrees, our feels like outside temp right now. 30 degrees, our sunset at 4:56. So big transition in the weather. Temperatures through the area once again chilly tonight, but get ready for wet weather. Some storms coming our way. And again, there's those chilly temperatures in the teens tonight. Ahead of us, though, it's going to stay dry through Thursday. You're going to start to see some clouds and some breezy winds develop late Thursday into Friday. We still have that air stagnation advisory. It has been impacting our air quality around the region, but this is the big one we're keeping our eyes on. Those storms that are coming Friday through Monday, and maybe beyond that. Winter is definitely here and on the way this weekend. I'll give you all the details coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Thank you, Stacy. New tonight, firefighters in Moses Lake are monitoring the new Simplot freezer facility after it caught fire this afternoon. Take a look. The fire broke out just after noon at the facility on the 2100 block of Road O Southeast. Grant County Fire District 5 says they were able to put the flames out within an hour. The 420,000 square foot facility is under construction, and it appears hot welding material may have fallen onto the conveyor belt, catching fire. Firefighters also used a fan boat to force smoke out of the facility. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
Turning to continuing coverage, the man accused of shooting at a Pasco police officer after an attempted armed robbery is pleading not guilty. 37-year-old Jose Herrera is accused of 2 counts of assault and 1 count of robbery after he apparently tried to steal a man's car at gunpoint, fired his gun, and then later shot at officers who were chasing him. He later surrendered in a field right near the Tri-Cities airport. Herrera appeared in court this afternoon for his arraignment. He is pleading not guilty, and his trial has been set for March. His bail is set at $500,000. The Pasco boy accused of gunning down a 19-year-old in a car in Kennewick back in 2022 has been sentenced. Hector Pantoja was 14 years old when he shot and killed Julian Chavez over vape pens and marijuana on October 29, 2022. Now at age 16, Judge Joe Burrows sentenced him to 11 years for the killing. A second teen, Victor Cervantes, pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, and he will be in prison until he is 21. According to court records, you can learn more about Chavez in our interview with his mother right now at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
WashDOT is repairing a guardrail after a semi crashed into it and shut down the westbound lanes of I-82 in Yakima this morning. The Washington State Patrol says the westbound lanes of I-82 at exit 31 were shut down for nearly 6 hours after the crash. One lane is open now. The other 2 remain closed while crews make those repairs. The driver, a 52-year-old from Sunnyside, was not hurt. The cause of the crash is under investigation. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says 5 people, including 2 teens, have been arrested for a drive-by shooting in Benton County. It happened around 4 p.m. Monday in the 1700 block of South County Line Road. A witness tells authorities they saw someone shooting from the vehicle. No one was hit, and no property damage was reported. Authorities say the vehicle was later found in Grandview. After a traffic stop there, 3 adults and 2 teens were arrested on suspicion of drive-by shooting. The investigation is ongoing.
Turning to education news, the Pasco School District is hosting an event this Thursday, Explore Your Future Career Path Expo. It's aimed at high school and middle school students where they can get a chance to do hands-on activities and get career guidance. Besides connecting students and families with industry professionals and discovering educational opportunities, they will also get the opportunity to learn about PSD's many career and technical education pathways.
So this is our first time where we've combined having students look at the course offers that are available for them, but also to be able to engage with employers and have like hands-on activities and be able to talk to employers. So it's the first time we've kind of combined those 2 things together. So I definitely think it's a unique opportunity, and we're really hoping that families will take advantage of it and that students will come out and see all the things that we have to offer in career and technical education.
It is happening in partnership with the Educational Service District 123. The Career Path Expo takes place at the Student Mall at Pasco High School on Thursday, January 3rd from 5 to 7:30 p.m. And happening tonight, starting at 5:30, parents listen up. The public invited to the Kennewick School District's Administration Center to observe the interview process for the new school superintendent. There are 6 finalists total. There will be the interviews happening tonight. The new superintendent will assume their role on July 1st of this year. Current superintendent, Dr. Tracy Pierce, is set to retire in June. Turning to politics now, the White House has ordered all federal agencies to suspend any grants that they suspect might conflict with President Trump's executive orders.
Government departments and nonprofits are just scrambling to interpret these changes, though. Just a lot of confusion here. The move could drastically affect thousands of programs, including assistance to farmers and meal programs as well.
Christiane Cordero tells us this is going to come down to a courtroom battle with a lot of politics involved.
Within minutes before it was set to take effect, today a federal judge temporarily blocked a White House memo that would have halted billions of dollars in federal grants. Several groups, including some states' attorneys general, filed lawsuits saying the White House's move was unconstitutional.
Not only does this administration's new policy put people at risk but it is plainly unconstitutional.
In a memo, the Office of Management and Budget orders agencies to identify and review all federal financial assistance programs to ensure any grants are consistent with the president's executive orders around topics like non-governmental organizations, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and foreign aid.
The American people elected President Trump to be the president of the United States and gave him a mandate to increase the impact of every federal dollar.
The memo gives little guidance on what programs need to be suspended, short of carving out exceptions for Medicare and Social Security benefits, plus assistance provided directly to individuals. But nonprofits like Meals on Wheels distribute to individuals, and today said the memo is creating chaos, adding the seniors it serves will panic not knowing where their next meals will come from. And on federal payment processing websites today, multiple state agencies are reporting error messages like this, warning of delays and or rejections of payments. Democratic leaders and some Republicans pushing back.
All I can say right now, I hope it's short-lived. There's no reason for the disruption.
The federal judge blocked the policy from taking effect until Monday, February 3rd. A hearing also scheduled for that morning could provide more details. Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear how this news is being handled right here in Washington. That's in a special report at 5:30 a.m. Don't miss it. An historic building in downtown Kennewick has a heartbeat again after 2 devastating fires almost destroyed it.
Yeah, this is the one that we're talking about. The Cascade building in historic downtown Kennewick is now ready to reopen after being under construction for nearly a year. Business owner Kagan Cox, along with his business partners, bought the building to keep that historic piece of Kennewick alive, while also bringing in new places to live.
Synergy is key. Everybody down here seems like they all have the same kind of mission. They want to make, downtown as awesome as they can, be a part of the growth, be a part of the change for good. There's been so many people way before me and that have just invested so much time and energy to making it great down here.
While the apartments are ready to be leased, Cox says the bottom floor is still a work in progress, and once the work is done, even more exciting opportunities will be coming. Stay with us. In the meantime, our News at 5 is just getting started. Up next, Yakima gas prices on the rise. Not so fast. Read the fine print.
Yes, and Stacy is back with a look at your full First Alert forecast. She's going to tell us all about the snow potential coming up. We'll be right back.
Car wreck, I'm here to help you.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
He is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want and the phone plan that's right for you.
You can get both. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Wow, kids, that's like us not having to choose between tickets to wrestling or that puppet musical.
We want a great phone and a great plan too, don't we, little guy? Totally.
Get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home, no problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
To me, Harlem is home. But home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3.
When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
More epic than a stampede of beach stallions. More epic than a buttery tail whip. More epic than Emma keeping her mitts off the fresh muffins. It's the final days of the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Check out the Colorado Twin for only $149.99. And check out the Buena Vista Firm, now only $474.99. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Car wreck? I'm here to help you.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
He is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Schweitzer Resort on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back, everybody. The Phi Theta Kappa Student Honor Society at CBC is hosting its campaign to raise awareness about the serious issue of human trafficking, as we were mentioning before.
Yeah, getting to the story now. The 3 days of events for the Shine the Light Human Trafficking Awareness Campaign begins with the Human Chain, CBC's Phi Theta Kappa members alongside Mirror Ministries and SARC staff and Columbia Basin College students joined together Tuesday morning to form a human chain, raising awareness about the serious issue of human trafficking.
For me, it's absolutely astounding how many people know nothing about this. Or they say, not in our region, this doesn't happen here, right? And yet what they don't realize is that this is one of the fastest growing areas because of our location.
Yeah, in 2024, in the Tri-Cities, Mirror Ministries reported to have assisted 114 people, while SARC served over 100 as well. There are more events going on tomorrow and Thursday. Ahead on Good Morning Northwest, tomorrow you can see Riley Fitzgerald's full report in our 6 o'clock a.m. hour.
Rumors have just been circulating about rising gas prices in Yakima since President Trump took office. But in the past week, it's only gone up a little over 3 cents. The average price per gallon, $3.57. That's a penny higher than last month and 9 cents lower, actually, than this time last year. Experts say policy shifts under the new administration haven't significantly affected gas prices so far. But threats of potential U.S. tariffs on Mexico and Canada could make prices go up.
I'm not too worried about Washington's gas prices. Canadian crude oil can flow into refineries into Washington state, but generally because you have access to the Pacific and you have access to global imports, it's less problematic, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on.
And we will keep an eye on it for you for sure. Experts say regardless of tariffs, drivers should expect a regular increase in gas prices in the spring, and then for those prices to go down again in the fall.
Heading to Pasco, where the city council has agreed to let Adam Lincoln, the outgoing city manager, out of his contract early. Lincoln let the city know back on January 17th he had accepted the role of executive director of the Port of Pasco. At Monday's Pasco City Council meeting, council members voted 5-1 to allow Lincoln out of his role early. Council members say they are thankful for his service to the city.
It's been a pleasure to serve this community with you, to get to know your family and your commitment to the community. You and I have talked about this. That was a natural fit for many of us in this room, but especially for you. I'm both kind of jealous of you and excited for you.
Lincoln's last day will be January 31st. The city of Pasco will begin the search for a new city manager. The council voted in support of GMP Consulting at its special meeting to provide interim city manager services during the transition.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And another chilly day in the books. We've got another one ahead of us before we transition to warmer temperatures. 34 degrees right now. Our feels like temp is 30 in Yakima. Taking a nice look at Mount Adams tonight on our Toppenish Skycam there, Legends Casino. So beautiful evening, clear skies, sun is setting. These were the temperatures, as I said this morning. Very, very cold out there. We were in the teens all through the area, except for Walla Walla. Let's take a look around the area right now. We're seeing temperatures again falling down below freezing in some of our region right now. 32 in Ellensburg, 30 Blewett Pass, 36 Hermiston, 35 Tri-Cities, 33 in Walla Walla. Tracking the cold, we'll continue to see that blob just kind of hanging out here. Again, the coldest air over the Great Lakes in the Midwest, but that Arctic air is not letting up in our area. Also, air quality alert extended till 4 a.m. on Friday. That's through the region. We've been tracking some moderate air quality. Earlier today, it was really worse, but it has kind of settled down. Pretty clear in the Tri-Cities, but we are seeing moderate air quality from Yakima down into the Columbia River Gorge and just outside the Blue Mountains, and even a little pocket there in Hermiston. Weather pattern, well, as we move forward, the large system that we're tracking starts to move in on the coast. This is number one, potentially two more behind that. There it comes in. Late Thursday into Friday. That's going to bring some mountain snow across the Cascades into the Blues. More than likely lower elevations on this first portion of the storm. We'll see rain, wet weather, because it's also bringing in a warm front. But way off in the Pacific, you see another little blurb out there. That is the next system, and that's going to be potentially bringing even more. Now, we are looking at about a 90% chance of precip on Friday. Decreasing chances moving through, but look at that. Many days in a row where we could see precipitation after that long dry spell that we've been having in the month of January. Let's talk about those early snowfall forecast totals. Snoqualmie Pass, and this will be at pass level, guys, 12 inches. That's enough to shut the pass down if you're doing some traveling Friday into Saturday. Now, we're not expecting snow to develop in the lower elevations just yet, but as we move forward, we will. Blues are looking at anywhere from 2 to 5 inches depending on where you're at. Fast forward Sunday to Monday, another storm moving in, 7 inches across Snoqualmie Pass. And then look at our lower elevations. This is where we'll start seeing some snow accumulations up to 1 inch for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, maybe 1.5 inches, a little bit more in Ellensburg. And again, we'll pick up some snow in the Blues. So get ready. It's going to be active weather pattern going forward. Temps tonight down in the teens, bundle up, another cold one, another cold morning ahead. So there's that chilly early morning. But look at the warming trend. We're going to see temperatures in the 50s as those breezy winds pick up on Friday. And then we see that rain coming in. Now, if you look towards the first part of next week, just past Groundhog Day, that's where we see some snow falling or potential mixed precipitation. So if my bet was on Puxatawny, the rodent, I would have to say that he's probably going to call 6 more weeks of winter. But again, there you go. There's Walla Walla, and then we see temperatures spiking up also in the Hermiston area past 50. We haven't seen 50s for a while, guys, so get happy about that. Just get your rain gear out.
All right, that part of it will be nice. Thank you, Stacy.
All right, coming up next on the News at 5, we've got the Spotlight.
But before we head to break, it is the all-new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for your phone and tablet. Customize your forecast, save favorite cities, see sky cams, get school closures, road conditions, and so much more. This will be very important as we see these new systems moving through, potentially bringing snow. You can also set up push alerts. Download it today. It's free in the App Store. Just search Apple Valley News Now weather.
The Kraken battle the Ducks. Apple Valley News Now, 6:30 tonight.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get 2.
The Tuesday special at A&W. Dinosaur Adventure roars into Kennewick. 1 weekend only. Benton County Fairgrounds. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Benton County Fairgrounds. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 Wild Edition for just $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Let's get to the spotlight. It is on the Kiwanis of Tri-Cities Industry. The organization says it is focused on working to make the world a better place, especially for kids, and that's what they did for the little patients at Kadlec. The organization donated hundreds of coloring books to the Kadlec Foundation that will benefit the Dawn and Lori Watts Pediatric Center. Final weather next.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
When you need legal help for your injuries, you don't need hassles. You need someone who knows his way around the courtroom. If you've been injured and want to know what your rights are, call 735-0546. Call now. They're waiting to help you.
This is my perfect day in Walla.
Start 2025 off right with a custom building from Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds. Cozy up to 10% off custom buildings. Need something right away? Get 20% off all in-stock inventory. It's the perfect time to create the space you've always wanted, with free, fast delivery and quality that'll stand up to the chilliest winter days. Whether it's for storage, hobbies, or just making room for your New Year goals, visit Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds and Sunnyside Shed Company today.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Discover cutting-edge wellness at Augment Wellness today. From cold plunges, infrared saunas, compression therapy, hyperbaric chamber, and our state-of-the-art red light booth. And join us for our grand opening celebration, February 14th in Kennewick.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors.
This is my perfect day in Walla.
America's freeways are the most advanced in the world. Our highways are safer than anywhere else. But even the safest freeways cannot prevent accidents from happening. Allen Brecky Law Offices represent accident and injury victims.
It's a winter wonderland.
Normally we have quite a lot more natural snow by now.
And this year mostly man-made.
This season we've had to make enough snow to cover the entire run.
Schweitzer Resort on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, it's a Wednesday, which means it's Operation Best Friend time. So we'll introduce you to a local pet that's up for adoption. Plus, our chief meteorologist, Josh Colbert, will have your cold weather temperatures. It'll all be right here Wednesday morning from 5 to 7.
And we wait for it all day. Viewer photo of the day from our good friend Kim there in Richland. Beautiful sunrise this week. Good job, Kim. Love that photo. Go to the QR code on the right side of your screen. That's how you can get your photo on TV, or simply go to AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Click on that weather tab. All right, let's take a look at the bottom line weather-wise. Again, we're cold. I feel like a broken record there that we're staying that way, but we start to warm up just as we get ready for several storms headed our way and maybe some snow, guys.
All right, keep us posted on that.
That's right.
All right, that'll do it for us. Thank you for joining us
World
today.
News Tonight is coming up next. We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.